likely during the afternoon. North and west, again, Seattle, a low of 42. With showers here and there, especially in the Olympic range, the west, perhaps over towards Mountaineer. Otherwise, there's some sunshine, a high of 55. I'm going to keep the umbrella handy as some of those passing showers will be in and around the area. All right, we'll take a look at the jet stream right now. Basically, a flat flow on Wednesday. That will keep the warm temporarily working its way up along the eastern seaboard. And a bit of moisture coming in along the west. Nothing terribly unusual about this. On Saturday, perhaps a few light showers, a few other areas, but no major organized storm centers seem very likely at this time. In fact, when you do the maps right now, more or less seasonal temperatures after a cool Wednesday. The sun will start to work in that chilly air mass in the central Great Lakes. Look for a bit of a warm up there. High temperatures on Friday, central and southern states, back to 70s and 80s. And of course, the desert starting to warm up this time of the year in the southwest. And coastal areas of California will be on the cooler side, but I don't know. So, a couple of scattered showers, likely with some heavier rain early Wednesday throughout New England. The southern systems finally central and known in northeastern U.S. Lower Ohio Valley and the Great Plains will be dry at that point. Thursday and on toward Friday, looks like a few isolated showers in the central Ohio Valley. Northeast will be dry at that point. And at the beginning of the weekend, except for a few renegade showers in the northeast, looking dry. The west coast may have a few showers in the Pacific Northwest.
Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
Adjustable bed. Look, this is the quality adjustable bed that actually costs 50% less than these quality nationally advertised brand name flatbeds. That's right, for 50% less than these quality flatbeds, you can sleep on a bed that adjusts electrically to all these relaxing positions. Read in bed, watch TV in bed, elevate your feet, support your back, and fall asleep in virtually ideal comfort. And at a price that's 50% less than the cost of these quality flatbeds. 50% less. Get our free catalog about this remarkable adjustable bed by mail. Hi, I'd like your free catalog. Call for a free catalog now. There's absolutely no obligation.
Call toll-free 1-800-BED-9115. That's 1-800-BED-9115. Toll-free.
Take a look at both beach conditions across the Northwest. I'll show you a satellite picture of this part of the country. We have a funnel system that's swinging on in. Doesn't have a lot of moisture, but it's going to bring more of an onshore flow to the west coast as we head on into Tuesday. Winds west and northwest up toward the north around that high pressure building in behind the front will bring some gustier winds to the north central coast of California, but farther south the onshore flow will be rather light. Here's the way it's looking
starting out. For tomorrow, notice the winds, west to southwest in Washington, not all that strong. But just behind that front, the winds are going to be out of the north and northwest, a little gustier from the San Francisco Bay Area. Small craft advisories are in effect for Tuesday. As we head south, though, the winds do get lighter out ahead of that front. Variable in the morning, onshore flow as you get into the afternoon. Now, the offshore flow won't be quite as strong. We're probably going to start with a little low clouds and fog in the morning. By afternoon, plenty of sunshine in the southwest. So California, but kind of a mixture of clouds and sunshine for the northwest. Well, nothing more than a stray shower should be at that. Stay tuned. We'll have a detailed look at your hometown forecast.
This way you can learn all the ground rules for gardening on the Weather Channel. How will your garden grow? Watch our garden road, which is actually traveling guide, telling you just what to do with the weather today. I'll also be advisable to keep you up to date on the last freezes and the threat of spring frosts. And any of the matter we can find our handy tips for gardening and lawn care. You'll get more than just your common garden variety weather when you watch Garden Weather on the Weather Channel. Weather you can always turn to.
You're going to be traveling on Tuesday. Let you know what you might need to pack for these destination forecasts.
Hundreds of thousands of people have taken weight off and kept it off with Nordic Track. And we're so confident you'll lose weight too. We guarantee it. Try Nordic Track in your own home. You'll lose at least 10 pounds in 60 days or return for a refund.
With my Nordic Track, in only 6 weeks, I lost 16 pounds, and I went from a size 10 to a size 4.
Research shows Nordic Track's total body workout burns more calories than exercises that only work your legs. And Nordic Track raises your metabolism, so you keep burning more calories when your workout is over.
high temperatures during the weekend. You had no trouble reaching the 70s and 80s, even your coastal areas probably gone for a while. Still, the weather will be fairly nice in areas of fog near the coast. Here's a nice broad view of our satellite pictures and breaks showing up around Quillyview. The coast still fairly clear here down to Redmond and into Portland, on toward the north and south into the Columbia River Basin. The clouds still get heavier over the Cascade Range. A few light showers around Klamath Falls on towards the south. Monday's high temperature in Seattle by Puget Sound, 60 degrees. Philly is 55, Astoria 57. The winds again cooling things down in coastal areas. Today down to 58 for high. While Klamath Falls and Burns get on towards nearly 70 degrees, and the temperatures remaining cool at the tower. Eugene 49, Burns 55, and Boise a warm 65. Snow melt continuing in the mountains of Duluth, Idaho, and also in the high Sierra Nevada. Reno, a nice pleasant 76, and Carson City and all the locations down to 95 were on the warm side as well. Look at the head side, 92 as you follow the Merced River into the Lake Tahoe, actually Yosemite National Park had a nice warm day as well. Now it's 72 at Merced, Fresno 77, and San Francisco cooling down a bit. Fog beginning to creep in, 57 degrees in Monterey, up in the peninsula, a similar temperature as well. You can almost see the cold front showing up very nicely with this band of clouds heading off towards the south and east. Here's the Sierra Nevada with its snow cover still pretty much intact, but the elevation of the snow is found on the ground getting higher and higher as April goes along. The snow melt continuing. You can also see the fog beginning to show up on the clouds in Crescent City on towards the south. It's about down to Cape Mendocino, and that process will continue. Friday's high temperature is 89 Bakersfield. And Monday's high temperature is 89 at Bakersfield. 71 Neptune down Los Angeles, Oceanside, 64 San Diego. 70. Elsewhere across the country, well, some of the slightest weather for the time being is from roughly the Mississippi Valley on west. Still some snow into eastern Nebraska. Up to 5 inches of heavy wet snow on the ground at this point. Usually late storms continuing to chug off clear to north speed. Thunderstorms that slightly quieter now than they were earlier. This front still has to go a great distance before it will clear the coast. We think there's a very strong chance of more powerful storms developing during Tuesday in the southeast. So we hope you'll join us frequently. Dale will be along with your next 5-day outlook coming up next.
You rode the same ride, ate the same jump, got the same heartburn. But his had no different from yours. His tongue had power, but it has its don't. Regular Rolaids uses an aluminum salt. This uses aluminum and magnesium. So does this. Of all these, only Tums helps wipe out heartburn and gives you calcium you need every day.
It's a thing my body needs anyway. I like that.
Calcium rich Tums.
already the southeast really warming on up. Cold air is going to want to hold on the Great Lakes northeast. And west looking great too, although the orange will slowly make sure some slightly cooler temperatures along the coast. But even there looking great. So the temperatures looking quite nice as we get on to the weekend. As far as precipitation, storm systems lifting on up. Most of the rain in New England. On Wednesday, everyone else starts to clear except for the upper Mississippi Valley, Great Lakes. Some rain, still some snow showers lingering, but the storm is going to be departed by Wednesday. Weak front coming through the Rockies now gets into the plains, but this one, in contrast to its predecessor, is going to be a fairly fast-moving system. It's not going to have a lot of time to get a lot of moisture. As a result, rather light showers just moving its way eastbound, and a weak front brings some rain to the northwest. About that real big major storm system coming into the east. We'll be tracking that for tomorrow, but tracking some other things.
That's right. Nice quiet weather on the west coast. Nice day to take a trip down Route 1 or perhaps take a trip to Yosemite National Park. See along with the Pacific regional forecast coming up next.
Attention homeowners. Coming your way now. Special savings on Sears durable chain link fencing. Help make your yard safe and secure while you enjoy Sears special savings of 50% on selected chain link fence fabric with the installation of an exclusive Sears Armadillo 10 fence system. Call this number now for your free in-home estimate. Save 50% on selected lines of chain link fence fabric. Heavy-duty chain link fencing available in your choice of heights. This is a limited time offer, so be sure to call Sears today. Enjoy greater privacy and peace of mind. Have Sears install a chain link fence now. Get your free in-home estimate and get satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. Call now before this offer's come and gone. For all your home improvements, you can count on Sears, the most trusted name around the house.
Well, in contrast to what's happening in the east, West Coast is enjoying very nice, quiet weather. Two problem areas, see light showers Tuesday morning. No major problems in San Francisco or Los Angeles for the morning commute. Full front will revive pretty quietly in a few areas of light snow in the higher elevations. Otherwise, the wind shifts around to the north and northwest. That might make for some slightly cooler temperatures near the coast. A look at your overnight low temperatures. Something unusual about this. There's a cloud creeping in near the coast. Moving center Los Angeles down to about 60. Perhaps a little bit cooler as we head on towards the south, places like Del Mar and Pacific on the east side down to 55. San Diego about 61. Afternoon highs still should be in the lower 70s, nice and warm and dry. Nice beach weather coming up too. 79 for a high in Los Angeles. Even Santa Barbara, beautiful day. High temperature near 70 and by Mission Bay in San Diego, nearly 80 degrees. Of course, inland, is where we'll see some of the warmer temperatures. Similar situation farther on towards the north. San Francisco, high temperature near 66. Of course, as you work over towards Oakland and Walnut Creek and into Sacramento, temperatures progressively warmer. Nice afternoon in the high 70s. Fresno about 84. Cooler, somewhat damp in the Pacific Northwest. Some showers, Seattle and Portland. The high temperature reaching the upper 50s. Cooler in off the ocean there, 55 for a high. Still a few thunderstorms around. We'll take a look at radars coming up next.
Avoid unpleasant surprises when you travel. Watch international weather. Accurate weather forecast for Europe at 41 after the hour. Every day on the Weather Channel.
Radar, hopefully of weather, showers, thunderstorms, a lot of moisture surging north. Enough cold air, heavy wet snow from eastern South Dakota into eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. West Coast in good shape, dry weather there. Take a little closer look on into the southeast part of the country. One band of thunder showers, heaviest in western South Carolina, continues to move east-northeast, but a lot of moisture, still a lot of energy coming east. Looks like another line of showers and thunderstorms developing Mississippi, Alabama, and they'll be tracking east as we go on through the nighttime hours tonight. Some storms too, down into Florida. A little closer look shows the heaviest cells near Greenville, Spartanburg. More intense ones growing despite the time of day. Western from Alabama and eastern Mississippi. So it's not over yet. The front's still very, very far to the west. Heading north, showers decreasing in the Great Lakes, but more rare range. Wet snow. Soon land on South Omaha, but the road top.
satellite view of the west, we see clouds from the Intermountain region down into central California. Those associated with a weak frontal system. Not much along with that. There's been a few sprinkles in the northwest today. And as I move into the Intermountain region, maybe a few scattered showers on Tuesday. The main influence this front will have is to turn that onshore flow into an onshore flow. So temperatures along the coast not nearly as warm as they were yesterday. They cooled a little bit today, and that trend will continue. And with the onshore flow, even a little bit of fog and low clouds during the early morning hours, down in California, a little thicker fog as you head to the northwest, but maybe a little sunshine. Still the air a bit unstable offshore. That may kick off a stray shower here in the northwest. No big storms, just a front strong enough to bring the wind back in off the ocean and cool things down just a bit. On our current weather map, we can show you where that front is currently, and we're going to take you through the forecast to see what will happen to it in time. You can see the front, the clouds with it, and a few stray showers. Really not amounting to much. Most places reporting just partly cloudy skies in the Pacific Northwest. Temperatures today, even though warm, not quite as warm as yesterday, really cooled down in San Francisco as that front moved through. LA not quite as hot as the last couple of days, and that trend toward cooler weather will continue as the fall system spreads its way on to the south. Currently, it's still 71 at Bakersfield, Los Angeles 71, 84 in Palm Springs. They were up to 96 today. It was a warm one, to say the least.
Heading on up the coast, 57 at San Francisco. Merced, 72, still a little mild. Fresno, 77 degrees, while Blue Canyon in the mountains down 51 degrees. Seattle, 50 with partly cloudy skies, Salem at 52. And looking at Burns, coming in at 55 degrees. So, while this front's not doing much in the west, big storm in the nation's midsection, bringing with it cold rain and even snow, yes, heavy snow, eastern Nebraska, where it is late April. Meanwhile, as the cold air coming around the system is producing the snow, it's clashing into a lot of moisture streaming out of the Gulf of Mexico, and the result of that has been some heavy showers and thunderstorms throughout the southeast, and it looks like they're going to be in the forecast for another day or so. Let's show you the latest radar. We can kind of pinpoint where the most active weather is. One band of showers and thunderstorms from Ohio down on into eastern Georgia and Florida, but more bands of thunderstorms developing as the air is still unstable, and even another disturbance in West Texas, a few light showers there, but as that hits the moisture, tomorrow will still be quite active in the southeast part of the country. Rain showers wrapping into cold rain and snow in the nation's heartland. A little closer look. Heaviest of the first band of storms in the upstate of South Carolina, just to the west of Greenville, Spartanburg. Also some other heavier storms north of the Orlando area, south of Gainesville. Here's your next line of showers and thunderstorms developing western Alabama, eastern Mississippi, and showers building in the northern Gulf. Now get sucked up ahead of the system. We'll be dealing with a fair amount of rain in the southeast part of the country tomorrow morning. Some of that rain locally heavy. Had some thunder showers up in the Great Lakes. Those are dying down now as we're losing the daytime heating. But a chilly rain evolves into snow and sleet in southeastern South Dakota toward Omaha, Nebraska, reports of upwards of 9 inches of wet snow on the ground. So some snow-covered slick roads there. Let's take a look at our forecast. If you look on into the western part of the country, we'll show you what's going to happen with that front. It'll continue to press southeast. Again, a few scattered showers, mainly more of an onshore flow. A little cooler, maybe some clouds in the morning in Southern California. Brisk voters around the San Francisco Bay Area tomorrow. Otherwise, just some low clouds coming in along the coast tomorrow. The onshore flow will keep it from getting quite as warm as it did during the day today. San Francisco Bay, 53 to start out, getting up to 66. Partly sunny skies, at least a little clouds this morning. Partly cloudy in the northwest. Maybe a stray shower, especially western Washington. Otherwise, a pretty nice day. Let's see what the forecast holds as we head toward the weekend, and we'll start off with the jet stream. Big storm in the nation's midsection now, weakening substantially as it moves north. We turn into more of a zonal flow, and with that, a couple of weak systems, one moving on into east, another one along the west coast by Saturday. So here are the details of the forecast for you. Behind the system, cold air to start, but as the storm retreats, temperatures moderate. Some nice temperatures in the east as we head into the weekend, and temperatures in the west staying pretty comfortable as well, 80s and 90s. Overall, really nice weather pattern for most of the country as we head into the weekend with some comfortable afternoon temperatures. Winter storm, bringing rain to New England on Wednesday, maybe some scattered rain and snow showers behind it. That will know its history by Thursday. Only front comes into play, not much moisture, just a few isolated showers of that as it makes its way toward the east coast. And a new front comes on into the west, and with that, a few scattered showers to the northwest over Saturday.
field, call 1-800-843-8169. And we'll send you information, a prospectus. Checking? Free checking. Invest in Dreyfus 100% U.S. Treasury money market fund. Call 1-800-843-8169. Don't bank on it. Dreyfus on it. Parents rely on school day forecasts from the Weather Channel to help them decide what their children should wear. See us before you see them off. The Weather Channel. Weather you can always turn to.
Nice day to come up and enjoy some of the night sunshine in California. Tuesday, a little bit of a foggy start perhaps in some coastal areas. In Cape Mendocino, maybe down to San Francisco, down to Monterey. These cold fronts pushing on towards the south. Mainly the showers will be behind us. They won't be particularly heavy. To the morning commute or any travel plans you may have in the central and southern part of the state should be basically pretty dry. The front going by may pick up a little bit of dust and sand in desert locations in the afternoon, but the wind will pick up a bit, and a bit of spottiness will greet you near the Pacific Center, Los Angeles, and Oceanside. Afternoon high temperatures, though, will be reaching the 70s once again. Be nice beach weather coming up, or if you're heading towards Palm Springs to enjoy a round of golf, high of 96. Of course, doesn't feel quite as bad as it is farther east because the humidity is so very low. Mark says 90 up there on Route 395. It's just like the east side of the Sierra Nevada, looking pretty dry too. Lake Tahoe down to about 34 by morning with an afternoon high in the lower 60s. Nice weather for some spring skiing there. Sacramento 77. Red Bluff in the 70s as well. And even coastal areas, despite a bit of an onshore wind, should be at least tolerable with a high of 66. North and west, any showers confined to Portland on north Williams. They won't perhaps make it a rainy day, but keep the umbrella handy as there will be a few showers with highs in the 50s.
Hi, I'm Al Michaels for Quicken, the world's #1 selling financial software and the fastest, easiest way to organize your finances. Quicken gets you through your financial work in no time. It pays bills, tracks investments, cuts tax time, and it's simple. If you can use a checkbook, you can use Quicken because your screen looks exactly like your checkbook. Type in the payee, amount, and Quicken does the rest. Every transaction categorized. So with the stroke of a key, you get detailed reports on income and expenses, net worth, and more. You know exactly how much you spend by category each month. And it's fast. It reconciles my bank statement in 2 minutes. So put yourself in control with Quicken now.
Quicken's price is $69.95, but call 1-800-866-1114 to try Quicken for 30 days for just $8. If you're not satisfied, mail back this card. Quicken is yours to keep. No charge of the $61.95 balance. Call now.
Take it from me, with Quicken, you're organized.
Did you know that used motor oil can be recycled? Yet most do-it-yourself oil changers dump it on the ground to bring down the storm drain. Both of which are direct routes to our lakes and streams. In fact, the crack-case drains account for almost half the pollution in our harbors and waterways. Recycling the oil doesn't take much extra effort. Simply transfer the oil from the drain pan into milk cartons, or use one of these specially designed pans that double as a container for transporting the oil. Any of these make it easy to get the oil through recycling. Most full-service stations and oil change services have their used motor oil collected for reprocessing, so a phone call or two should locate one that will accept yours. Even if you don't change your own oil, you can still make a difference by making sure the professional service you use recycles. These are the answers from the Weather Channel.
Call the Weather Channel Connection, 1-900-WEATHER. For just 95 cents a minute, you can connect and get the weather for over 900 cities worldwide.
To improve the way you sleep for less money, get free facts by mail about the Craftmatic Model 2 adjustable bed. Look, this is the quality adjustable bed that actually costs 50% less than these quality nationally advertised brand name flatbeds. That's right, for 50% less than these quality flatbeds, you can sleep on a bed that adjusts electrically to all these relaxing positions. Read in bed, watch TV in bed, elevate your feet, support your back, and fall asleep in virtually ideal comfort, and at a price that's 50% less than the cost of these quality flatbeds. 50% less. Get our free catalog about this remarkable adjustable bed by mail.
Hi, I'd like your free catalog.
Call for a free catalog now. There's absolutely no obligation.
Call toll-free 1-800-BED-9115. That's 1-800-BED-9115. Toll-free. watching the Weather Channel for accurate forecasts and your convenience. Otherwise, you can always turn to us. Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel. Of only $8.99. Plus, you'll get Young Skin for Life as a free gift.
Remember, you can try the Healing Suit free for 21 days. So call now.
Call 1-800-829-2107. Spring weather, sunny to stormy in a flash. Get these in reports at 95 cents a minute by calling 1-900-WEATHER. Now, the spring weather update.
And here is your spring weather update, where we've got some very spring-like weather. That means severe weather. We had a lot of reports of that today from Mississippi, Alabama, in the Georgia area, hail on the side of Gulf Falls, and the line extended very far to the north. Reported tornado in southeastern Iowa, hail in central Illinois. From here on out, tends to force some strong thunderstorms exist. Not as much in the Great Lakes, but mainly confined to the Tennessee Valley, south and east of the Carolinas, the most likely areas to get that type of weather. The reason is we've got a cold front that's just hardly moving at all. Northern surface is rotating around this big storm will hit that moist air and cause some nasty thunderstorms. As the moisture goes getting thrown back around the low into colder air, we're getting a fair amount of snow. We'll talk about that in just a bit. First of all, I want to show you a radar in the southeast part of the country, kind of pinpoint the active weather here. One area of thunderstorms moving into the Carolinas. Had a lot of rain in the Carolina mountains. Looks like they're getting a fair amount more as we speak. Thunderstorms down in Florida. Second line of storms now redeveloping in Alabama and Mississippi. And this kind of scenario could go on tonight, right on into tomorrow. So we'll keep a close eye on this part of the country. We're talking about the backside of that storm. Snow, some of that has been heavy. Look at some of these amounts. Unprecedented for this time of year. Nebraska City, Nebraska, a foot of snow. Omaha, 8 inches of snow. Even as far south, Kansas City, Missouri, much as the low is just almost stationary or even drifting a little westward. So the same areas will continue to get it, and some areas could be looking at a foot of snow, wet snow, and travel problems. Some of the rain in the colder air will be heavy, and the thunderstorms too. We'll dump a fair amount of rain to the east. That front will be slow to move along, so will the lows. Snow will continue to fly. Let's see what's going to be happening along the west coast as we head on into tonight and tomorrow. We do have a front with clouds associated with it. Not much in the way of precipitation. These scattered showers, but it is going to turn the winds more onshore. That should cut back on the warm temperatures we've been seeing along the coast of California. That was the case today in San Francisco, and even LA and San Diego were down just a bit. Current temperatures still rather mild, but as you head on up the coast, they do cool down a bit. San Francisco at 57, Astoria at 47 degrees. But again, the big weather around this low pressure system, and that's going to be a rough going east. To the west, though, just a kind of a weak front dropping its way on to the southeast. Scattered showers in the mountains. Maybe a shower behind us is more unstable northwest, and the onshore flow will come back on the east there. Southern California, some definitely along the coast, though, give a chance to go back. Let's look at your lows. Clouds along the coast. A fair amount of afternoon sunshine, although not quite as warm as the past couple of days along the coast. Interior sections like Palm Springs will get just about warm. San Francisco, 53 to start the day. With a few clouds around with a patch of fog. Sunny for the afternoon will night. 66 in San Francisco. Sacramento, 77. Fresno at 84 degrees. Still a little unsettled in the northwest. We'll call it partly cloudy skies. Maybe a stray shower. Most areas though are going to be dry, and your temperature is generally getting into the 50s. We'll check road conditions and radar coming up shortly.
It's the time to rely on weather features which only the Weather Channel can bring. Like this night, spring weather updates provide conditions on changing temperatures and chances of precipitation. Planning the weekend? Check the weekend outlook for the extended forecast. Enjoy the shore? Boat and beach report gives you a thorough forecast on all water, wind, and sun conditions. Springtime and the weather change. Every hour, blossoms with unique weather. Now, your local forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
western Wisconsin as the rains are coming down pretty hard there. Some snow, wet snow at that, falling in western parts of the state of Iowa. Thunderstorm activity could approach at strong levels. Still, this general area, in fact, we don't think the southeast is completely out of the woods until late afternoon at least. On Tuesday, that front really has slowed down in the mid-Mississippi Valley. And at the valley, storms are still firing up in eastern Mississippi and Louisiana, through thunderstorms into western Alabama. Well, those will continue to rumble through parts of the south overnight into part of Tuesday as well. Snow and a northerly wind beginning to break out. Wet snow in eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. Record snowfall amounts already have fallen there so late in the season. And rainy travel can be generally expected with those storms in various locations in the southeast and across extreme northern New England. With winds to 30 miles per hour plus as the circulation around that storm continues to spin.
For Regional Midland Drivers Report, call the Weather Channel Connection, 1-900-WEATHER.
Thunderstorms are continuing to rumble in parts of the southeast. They're not completely out of the woods and will not be out of the woods until late Tuesday afternoon in the front of the lower Mississippi Valley. Continue to slow press on towards the east. Storms firing up, and rain to parts of Wisconsin, and wet snow still occurring in parts of the central and northern Great Plains. Now, the upper-level energy that is coming through Texas, we think will continue to work on this air mass in the southeast. Unstable air remains, and we hope you'll join us frequently on the Weather Channel as we think more strong thunderstorms are a possibility. Timing might not exactly be perfect for big thunderstorms, western Georgia, Alabama, or Tennessee, but farther on towards the east towards coastal locations and into the Carolinas, there is always a threat of more weather watches being up Tuesday afternoon as that front continues to press on towards the east. A weak front in the west, otherwise, the Rocky Mountains are looking like they're in pretty good shape right now. It looks like a nice Tuesday coming up there.
our director Jimmy Morrell, Tiffin, Georgia. Let's show you what's going on. We have severe weather that's breaking out in Texas. We do have a tornado watch affecting portions of southeastern Texas, northeastern, or southeastern Oklahoma, northeastern Texas, issued by the National Severe Storm Forecast Center from Kansas City. We do have active weather in this region right now. The latest satellite photograph showing the story today that we'll be looking for not only today but the next several days. Low pressure here is eventually going to cause more severe weather tomorrow farther east, but flooding rains farther up to the northeast. For instance, Pennsylvania, there's still some snowpack, a lot of the ground is saturated, so with the 1 to 2 inch rainfall that we are expecting, we could be looking at some flooding conditions. Not only Pennsylvania, but other areas of the New England states too, where the snow is rather deep. Could start out of snow in sections of the northeast. Check your local forecast report. Looking farther to the southwest, today around Phoenix, I believe it was a little bit after noontime, local time in Phoenix, funnel clouds were sighted. These are the type of weather phenomenon that occurs with a cold area of temperatures high in the atmosphere. Normally, these type of funnel clouds don't cause any damage. No damage was reported. Today, Las Vegas, breezy, but it was sunny today. Rather nice day up here, 70 degrees. Las Vegas, New Mexico, different story. Snow today, even occasional thunder shower or thunder snow shower. Looking at the weather scenario, high pressure in the east, nice day today. New York City, right on down to Philadelphia, my hometown of Baltimore, nice day today too. Meanwhile, to the west, high pressure building in. It is going to be a rather nice week if you like the dry conditions, you like mild weather. If you live anywhere from San Diego or San Francisco to Seattle, a real nice week shaping up. Meanwhile, we're looking for these two storms, one in North Texas, one near International Falls, Minnesota, to combine, move south to Chicago, and then eventually bring the rain to the east. The latest on our radar showing the situation, and look at all the weather out there. There's a lot of rain developing through Illinois, right on back into areas of Indiana, but first of all, where the action is, it's in Texas. Two areas of bad weather, one now to the south side of Fort Worth, another area of showers and storms intensifying up toward the Red River. We'll take in closer. Here's the Fort Worth area. Here's Dallas, a line of heavy storms rolling on through. The heaviest of these storms now down toward Johnson County. In fact, as we put this into motion, you can see the east-southeast drift of these thunderstorms. If we're taking 35 west, eventually heading south to Fort Worth, look out for strong gusty winds, possibility of large hail, and can't rule out the situation of an isolated tornado. Looking into Arkansas, from Little Rock to Blytheville, looking for scattered showers here, locally heavy rains with some thunderstorms. Farther all we're getting right now is the rainfall, which is pretty well needed across much of the south. But we do see some stronger thunderstorms here. That's just to the southwest of Gainesville, Florida. And we've got some strong storms too in western North Carolina and South Carolina. And both of those have been producing some heavy rainfalls. We've been getting some reports of flooding in western North Carolina because they've been seeing a lot of rain in a short period of time. On the flip side of the coin, as we take a little further toward the north, we've got light rain in Ohio and Michigan, and then here's a stronger storm in the western areas of Wisconsin. But then this changes on over to snow. We've got a very winter-like scenario here, which we'll discuss in a moment. But there's still the potential for some severe weather in a few areas of the country tonight across northern Wisconsin and Michigan and portions of the southeast. We still have very unstable conditions. So the possibility of some thunderstorms erupting is likely. We've got very warm, moist air ahead of this system, and back behind it we've got winter-like conditions, believe it or not. Here it is mid-April, and unbelievable snows have been falling